Hey girl, hey, this your girl Nessa, and I am coming in today to let you guys know where I've been, what I've been up to, y'all. I've been to hell and I finally came back, okay? But y'all, it all started last year because I hadn't been doing any videos or whatever. I mean, it really wasn't no bad thing last year. Well, the end of last year, it did turn out to be something tragic or whatever. But my son, he had moved out last year in March on his birthday, which I was excited for him. And he moved out with his girlfriend or whatever. And first, let me say, I want to thank everybody that took time out of their life to ask about me and that was worried about me. When is I'm gonna come back? Excuse my nails if they are mess or ratchet or whatever, because I just got off work and I said I want to come in. I feel like doing a YouTube video. I feel so good. I feel positive, and I feel like I need to come back and explain to you guys because I know you guys probably wondering what I've been up to. But anyway, my son moved out with his girlfriend. So I was living by myself, living alone for about for about 7 months. I was living by myself. And when he moved out, he still would help me here and there, but he wouldn't help me as much as he was when he was living here. So I took on me a second job. I'm working as a cashier at the local grocery store here in town, which is okay job. It's okay. Pay you every week or whatever. And then still got my day job. I'm doing 8 hours on there. And like I told you guys, whenever I did my last video, let you guys know about the transitioning with my day job. It finally transitioned the first of this year. Finally transitioned, and it's going smooth. I hadn't met none of the new people yet. But anyhow, anyway, so hey bump, hey y'all. But anyway, y'all, ain't she there? She is alive, honey. But anyway, y'all, let me get on. But anyway, I took on a second job, doing good. Then that black car that I had showed you guys, that joker quit on me. So I just let that sucker go back. And then I did the money that they gave us for the transition. I used that to buy me another car. Then that car quit. Chad, it just been crazy around here, honey, baby. But anyway, and then when that car quit on me, it quit on me. Well, actually, the car never did quit on me right now. So now the car lasts all the way to about like October. But let me tell you what happened in October. Y'all, I can tell y'all about it now because I don't get emotional like I used to when I try to tell the story because it's going on a year. October this year would be a year that my son was in a grease fire. My 25-year-old, yeah, the light skinned one. And he was in a grease fire and he burnt over 80% of his body. So I had to take care of him. Y'all, we stayed in the hospital for about 2 weeks. And then, they showed me how to do the dressing and stuff. I'm trying to do it without getting emotional. So if you feel like I'm just all over the place, I apologize because I don't want to get emotional. I feel like I'm in a place now that it don't bother me when I do talk about it now. But yeah, he burnt 80% of his body. We stayed in the hospital for like 2 weeks almost. And he was just like a little kid, y'all. He act like he was 24 at the time, but he act like he was 14 years old. He never been hurt or anything like that before. So, I was right there with him. And his girlfriend, she got burned as well. But I'm gonna show you some pictures of him. I'm gonna show y'all some pictures. Well, this is how his body looked. Y'all excuse my son. He got it wide open right now. But this is right now. This is the most recent picture that he took. I hope you guys can see this picture. But that's him there. If you can see how he burnt his legs and his left arm, that glove he got on, he burnt his hand too. So I'm going to show you guys some more pictures as I go. But yeah, he burnt his hand. His right hand. He burnt that whole hand, all of this, and then he burned his upper part. And then what had happened was the girl he was learning her how to cook. He had learned her how to cook. So this particular night she wanted to cook on her own. She was supposed to be cooking some chicken or whatever. So they got an electric stove. You got to watch those electric stoves, especially if you have it up high. If I'm talking fast, I'm sorry because I do not want this video I'm using my laptop. But anyway, she was supposed to be cooking some chicken. She put the pot of grease on the eye. She had the eye up high. She walked off, went to the bathroom. Then she went in the bedroom where my son was. And when she come back, the grease was running over out of the pot onto the stove or whatever. So she went and got some water She didn't know no better, y'all. She did not know no better. So let me tell you right now, she didn't know better. So she got some water and throwed it on the grease. Then the grease came out real hard all onto the floor and stuff. Then she slipped in the grease that was on the floor, so she burnt almost her whole right hip off, and her hand and her arm she burnt, and a little bit of her foot she burnt that too. She was hollering and screaming to have my son to come help her, so he come out the bedroom to help her, and they live upstairs, just one flight of stairs. So he grabbed the pot, was gonna throw the pot down the stairs. The grease that was on the floor, he slipped as he was getting ready to throw the pot down the stairs. He slipped down a flight of stairs with the hot pot of grease, and he bumped his head. He got a whole bunch of stitches up there, but now you can't even tell that he bust his head wide open up here. You can't even tell now because I healed that, honey. Yes, I did, honey. I come down, boo boo. Yes, indeed. But anyhow, when he slipped down the flight of stairs, some Mexicans live over there where he lived at, and they helped him and took him to the hospital. I had just got off work on my night job. They called me round by. I had just went to sleep. About 12:21, my phone rung, and I saw the hospital number on there from Little Rock. And I'm like, what they doing calling me? You know, I was told I was just got off work, tired and stuff. Don't work both of my jobs. I had did 12 hours. And I was kind of nervous to answer the phone, so I let the phone ring about 4 times before I picked it up because I was scared. So I went on and picked up the phone anyway. I said, hello. She said, is Vanessa? I said, yes, it is. She said, we have your son. I said, no, don't tell me you have my son. I said, I know this the hospital because it showed up on my phone. Just all I want to know, ma'am, is my son alive? That's all I want to know, and then we can go from there. She said, oh, yes, ma'am, he's alive, but I just want you to know that your son been in a grease fire, and he done burnt over 80% of his body. Oh, my God, I don't know what happened to me, y'all, but I ain't going to get emotional because I'm doing good. I've been doing good lately when I do talk about it. But anyway, I'm trying to do this real fast. But he burnt over 80% of his body, and we have him at UAM, and we need you here as soon as possible because he's asking for you to be here. So, and that's when my car had quit on me right before that happened. It was always something. If it ain't one thing, it was always another. My car had quit, so I ain't had no way. So I called my sister and them, woke them up at that time of night because she said she knew it was something wrong for me to be called at that time of the night, honey, baby. So anyway, her and her husband came on, honey. We made it to Little Rock in about an hour, honey. Yes, the highway was free. It was open, and he had his emergency lights on, and we made it up there in an hour, which it take a little bit more than an hour to get there, but it depends on who's driving or whatever. So we made it up there, honey, and by time on our way up there, the hospital called me back. Oh my God, I couldn't even answer the phone. I was just shaking. My sister said, "God, give me this phone." I gave her the phone, just shaking, y'all. And they called to let us know to don't come to UAM, meet them at Children's Hospital because Children's Hospital is the only burn unit in Arkansas. Because, baby, I thought they were to tell me that my son was gone. Y'all, excuse my little thing. I had to put a knot in it. I like this little tank top. But anyway. So we got to Children's Hospital, and when we got there, my son hadn't even made it. But they said, oh, we got information. So we talked to the clerk. She was like, yeah, we got information saying that he's coming, but they waiting on another ambulance to come. They had it was a lot going on that night, and they didn't have no free ambulance. And they said that as soon as they get a free one, they were going to bring him over there. Don't you know, it took them an hour and a half to bring my son to Children's Hospital, in which it was maybe both hospitals apart was like 10 miles away from each other. But like I said, they didn't have a ambulance available at that time. So when he finally got there, it was like probably about 3 o'clock in the morning. So they finally came in. No, they took us to the part where my son was gonna be admitted to in the burn unit. So they took us down to that area there. And baby, we were just wondering what was going on. It was about 6 o'clock in the morning then. And they done put me and my sister and my brother in a room that we can go to sleep until, because they had to get my son stable in a room and all that stuff like that before anybody can see him or whatever. And I'm just crying. I was like, oh my God, it was crazy. I'm gonna leave that part alone because I don't want to get emotional. But anyway, so we asked No, one of the we asked one of the clerks in the burn unit what was going on. So they said they still working with him right now, but they just called and said that they still getting him stabilized. I said, "What you mean stable?" She said they just still trying to get him in his room, ma'am. They just still trying to get him in the room. Everything is okay. So they took, like I said, they took us to this room so we could sleep, and then they'll call. It was a phone in that little waiting room, had little fold out beds and well fold out chairs that you could sleep on. They gave us cover and stuff for me and my brother and my sister. So we stayed in there. 6 o'clock had came. They still ain't called. I'm backwards now. 6 o'clock had came and so my sister said, "Y'all home or whatever?" So by the time we was getting ready to walk out the door and stuff like that, uh we asked the woman, "Have anybody called for us?" They said no. They said, "Well, if anybody called, just tell them we just." My sister said, "If anybody called, just tell them that we going to get something to eat." By the time we got down there to eat and stuff, overhead it said something. I can't remember what it was, but my sister called it. And so my sister had one of them employees that work in the kitchen or whatever to call that number back, and they called it back, and they was looking for me, and they said, "Go on, go on." So I went on there, and I'm telling y'all, when I saw my son, y'all, my baby was hurt, y'all. My baby was hurt, honey. His whole hand, all this was just deep. I'm gonna show y'all a picture, honey, baby. It was just, I'm trying not to get emotional, y'all. But anyway, it was something serious. It was, y'all just don't know. Y'all just don't know. But I'm gonna show y'all some pictures if I can find them, cause he done took over 1 million pictures, y'all. Okay, this is how his hand looked. That's how his hand looked. And then the upper part of his arm was burnt as well. And then show y'all some more pictures. But this how the hand look now though. So the hand looked good. They grafted some skin off his back and thighs. That's how it looked. His whole arm got skin graft on it. And got a skin graft. See, this is how his leg look. His thighs, they grafted the skin on his thighs to put it on his legs. So that's another picture. Look at them toes. Lord, Lord, Lord. Long and jacked up. But that's my baby though, y'all. But anyway, let me show y'all another picture. That's where he had busted his head, but you can't even tell he did that. Now that's when this is the second night in the hospital. He was doing so much better. He got a tube in his nose because he wouldn't eat, and then they was trying to feed him protein because his protein level was like super duper low. I can't hardly talk. But that's me and him. He looked so sad. And bless his baby. Oh, you're so poor, that baby. But anyway, but he hadn't been to work in over a year now. So, and they just called him back to work last week. He hadn't worked in over a year. So he went and filled out he had to go back and refill out an application again at the prison. You know, I told y'all that over a year ago that he was working at the prison, and then everything was approved. So he got to start academy all back over. So he'll start academy Monday. But let me show y'all some more pictures if I can. I'm on his page. Okay, this is me being Nurse Nessa, okay? This how his leg look. I'm being Nurse Mama Nessa. Cause I basically had to do all this stuff by myself because all his insurance had ran out for because he had to have surgery on his 2 fingers. And right when he was the doctor gave him the okay to go back to work, then that's when he got burned. A week before he was to return back to work. So yeah, that's me doing his leg. It don't look nothing like that now. But that the top part where y'all see that yellow part, that's the skin graft. But at the bottom part, that is the where he got burned. Okay. I bet y'all probably sick of me already. And he burnt his left foot too. So this is his left, or what's that, the right leg? Because he burnt both his legs. But he burnt his left leg and his left foot too. So I don't know if y'all can see that or not. Yeah, honey. I had to do all that stuff by myself, which they really didn't have to show me much because I was already familiar with with wound care. So, but they still wanted me to be in there so they can show me their techniques on how to do dressing. I'm telling y'all, that first day that they took me back in there, I almost fainted. I started sweating because I couldn't believe that I had to do this for my son. What mother, what parent wouldn't? I mean, what parent think that, wouldn't think that they'll never thought they would have to take care of their child? I'm telling you, that took me for a big blow. I'm telling you, that took me for everything. You know what I mean? And then, I had to pay for his condo. I had to pay his cell phone bill, trying to keep him sane, because one while he called himself wanted to get depressed. I said, no, baby. I had to cuss that boy out for breakfast, lunch, and supper because he thought he was going to get depressed. Boy, what? Are you crazy? You coming back, okay? You gonna come back. And he just didn't understand why I was fussing at him. But he all right now. He is perfectly fine. He is on his way back to work. He started back uh in academy Monday. But that seemed like that was the only way that he would listen to me is when I cussed him out. No pun intended towards him, no nothing. But they were just I just had to do that because and I just did it. But here you go in his room. He done healed up, basically done pretty much healed up here. That's how his legs look. He hadn't had his haircut, so we show y'all the most recent picture of it. Here go his hand again. He didn't show his foot too much because he couldn't stand that foot. That was another part. That was in healing process right there. He was healing, y'all. But here go the most recent picture here. See how it look? I'm just shaking. I don't know why. I'd rather shake than get emotional about it. You know what I mean? And then he had to wear like a tight. He had to wear tights, a tight shirt. He had to wear, and then he had to wear a tight sleeve. He had to wear a glove. He had to wear leggings so all that new skin can connect with the old skin or whatever. So this is a picture of him with all his tights on. See, look at his forehead. You can't even tell that he had bust his head. Can't even tell. See, that's that shirt he got on. They had graphed skin off his back to put on his arms, and that tight shirt helped to make the skin connect with the new skin. And then he got on some sleeves. I think I showed y'all a picture with the gloves. So this is how his legs look standing up. But that's his legs are good, y'all. Let me take that off of there. His legs look good. Yep, them legs look good. Here go a picture of him and his sister. They just had the they just love each other. That's him and his sister. Ooh, they know they got them. I'm just shaking. I don't know why. Oh no, this is the most recent picture. I'm sorry, y'all. He was at the barber shop. So that's his most recent picture. See right here, you can't even tell he burnt his forehead. I mean, he busted his forehead or nothing. You can't even see nothing. He lost a lot of weight, a whole bunch, because he wouldn't eat, and they was trying to make him stay on. I mean, he needed protein, and he would not eat for nothing. That boy wouldn't. Woo. See, this is where he was in the hospital. That's the skin graft right there. I'm just showing the pictures as I get to him. Yep, I did all that. I took care of my own child because all his insurance had ran out. Here go another day me dressing him. This is his foot now, y'all. I found the picture of his foot. That's how his foot was. Ooh, that boy know he cried and hollered when it came down there. I would have cried and hollered too. But like I said, that's me helping him out. His mama. Because when I first started doing that, honey, it took me almost 4 hours to do that. And then I'm working 2 jobs, you know what I mean? But I did it. I don't know how I did it, but I did it. I don't know. It was the help of the Lord, and then people was praying for us. You hear me? They was praying for us. That's him again with no clothes on. He stayed naked. I said, boy, put on you some clothes. He stayed naked all the time. I'm trying to find a picture of his back. Okay, here go a picture of his back. That's the skin graft there. I guess y'all can see it. But yeah, they skin graft him. Okay, enough about that because he is doing fine. He's like I said, he started back to work on Monday. On Monday, he going to academy. But myself personally, I've been doing just fine. That right there just took me for a blow, honey. I mean, it took me to hell and back, and I'm back, baby. Yes, indeed. Because at first I just said that I won't go even do no more YouTube videos, but I just saw how you guys was like wondering where I'm at, what am I doing, hoping everything was okay, and it was not okay. Okay, so he just started coming back to himself about. He been off that medicine about 2 months. He still got to go to the doctor though. He got to go next month to the doctor, September or something, and I think I'm gonna go then because he was having a problem with his heart because when you get burned that does something to your heart as well. He had to take heart medicine. He was just taking all kind of stuff, bless his heart and all his part. But anyway, he's fine now. Trust me, I'm fine now that he's 100. I'm 100. I'm good, but I'm still gonna continue to work both of my jobs because I got to save up some money to get me another car. I got a piece of car. It get me where I need to be. It don't get me where I want to be, but it get me where I need to be. How about that? But anyway, you guys, I thank you guys so much for checking on me. Y'all just don't know what I've been through. I've been through a lot. And, I did my part. That's one thing my son cannot say is that, which I always do my part. I'm going to do my part regardless. But that's one thing, though. I did my part. So basically, that's what I been up to. And the reason why I ain't do no videos before my son got burnt, because I was paying these bills by myself. And I mean, I was going to the Dollar Tree or whatever, whoop, whoop, but I just didn't feel like doing no videos. I don't know why. And I'm just shocked and appalled that I'm here now doing a video. I just felt like it, letting you guys know what I owe you guys that much. You know what I mean? Because you guys really have been checking up on me, and thank you to the ones that checked up on me. That just really just made me feel so good. And I hate that this video is so long, but and then I've been rambling because I got to get back into talking to the camera. Y'all like my hair? If y'all want to see me do a hairstyle, do this look, let me know. When I get ready to do it over, I do a video on it if y'all like me to, want me to. So when I come back, it ain't no telling what kind of video I'm gonna do. It ain't nothing particular. I'm just gonna do a video because I miss doing videos. I really do. All of a sudden, I feel like all of a sudden I just stopped. I mean, all of a sudden I just miss doing video because at first I just didn't care. I just said I quit. It is what it is. But I felt like I owe you guys, the ones that was really concerned about me. I really feel like I owe you guys explanation on where I've been, because you just don't leave, and you have a lot of people that you communicate with. You just can't leave them hanging like that. And I felt bad about that. So when I got off work at 9. And what time is it now? It's 9:57. I made up my mind tonight while I was at work that I was gonna come in and I was gonna just do a video, and I did that. And I want to thank all you guys so much again for just checking up on me. Y'all just don't know what I've been through. I've been through a lot. That was a lot. You know what I mean? Your son getting burnt, and then you have to take care of him because the insurance that he had from his job, he had used all that up to have surgery on his 2 fingers. But the Children's Hospital, they did fill out a Medicaid card. But by the time his Medicaid card came in, all the people that was going to help, I just said, forget them. You know what I mean? I can do this by myself. And I did that. I took care of my son all by myself. I didn't have no help from nobody. Then nobody asked me, can they come help? I had one girl to come over here and exercise him. Then I had no disrespect towards nobody, but a lot of white people's helped him. Caucasian, I said it. I'm telling you, on my job, I work at a local grocery store. I'm telling you, a lot of people bought him all kind of stuff for protein. Not one black person helped me. Not one person. They probably prayed for me, which that's just even better, you know. Not one. And I was just shocked. And then, they always want me to support them, but you didn't support me. But that's a whole nother story. But I just want y'all to know how I felt about that. Not one person, didn't nobody come over here and check on me. Even a good close friend didn't. And the only reason why she did come this particular time because I needed her to stay here with him. And then she told me she couldn't stay here alone. So I called my sister and see she did pretty good. She didn't do much, but what she did do, it was okay. She'll bring him something to eat. That's about all my sister would do, and he wouldn't eat it anyway because he just didn't have no appetite. I'm telling you, I didn't have nobody to come over here and sit with him. But this one girl just agreed to come and help him exercise because they said that he needs to exercise. Just the one person. Ain't that something? Out of all the people that I know and all the folks that I befriended, I think that will hurt me the most. That I befriended did not help me. Didn't help me with not one tape, not one bathing, not emptying his urinal. But people did come to visit at the hospital. But I'm talking about when I got home. When I got home, we didn't have no visitors at all. They didn't come to after all the wound care was done, the real serious stuff. Then that's when people wanted to come through. But they was his friends, not mine now. But I think that hurt me more than anything. It really did. But anyway, you guys, I'm like at 26 minutes. I didn't want to make this video this long. But anyway, you guys, I miss you guys so much. Oh my God, I'm so glad that I'm able to come back. So I think I'm going to do a Dollar Tree haul on the 1st. I think I might go to the Dollar Tree, do a Dollar Tree haul for y'all. Do something. Like I said, it ain't going to be no one thing. I'm just going to do whatever they come to mind. I'm going to do it because I miss it. I miss doing videos and I miss you guys. Say, hey, Bump. Hey. He said, bye. He said, bye, Bump. Okay, but anyway, you guys, thank you guys so much for tuning in, checking out this video, and see you guys in the next one. If you hadn't subscribed, please do. The ones that unsubscribe, please come back and subscribe again, because I just been through some things and nobody never knew, so now I'm letting you know, so you can come back and subscribe if you want to. So, bye, girl, bye.